I'm sure I've caught strays from people who I otherwise would like, who otherwise would agree with me because they've been duped. Up next is Japanuary, but of course, before we get to Japanuary, there's a lot of craziness happening in the world of HasanAbi Piker, and this is the part of the broadcast where I will tell you about my personal news before we get into all of that. Not a lot has actually happened, I'll be honest. Not a lot has actually happened. Some stuff has happened in my world. You might know about it. I woke up after finally finishing the extended Lord of the Rings trilogy, and I woke up to this insane thing. Kim Kardashian posted my interview with Kimbo, who was wonderful, was fantastic, like on her Instagram, which I think is crazy. Yeah, she didn't even repost, bro. She didn't even repost the clip off of something. She had it saved on her phone. That's kind of crazy to think about, that like I'm saved alongside my main man Kimbo here on Kim Kardashian's phone. Like, isn't that wild? I joked and I said, we need Kim Kardashian on Fortnite Friday. March got mad at me for not saying we need Kim Kardashian on Fear and. I just wanted to make sure, you know, that I was using this opportunity in the spotlight for something that she would do rather than something that she definitely wouldn't do. Kim K is a friend of the show. She did send me Skims. I don't know why. I actually genuinely don't know why she sent me Skims. Like, I don't know where that came from or how it happened, but it was unique when it did happen. Also, in the upcoming days, I will most likely have HasanAbi Head Phineas on the broadcast as well. And also, March, don't worry, I'll have him on the pod too. So yeah, we'll work on that. Okay, bro, now you're just doing too much? Pff, just wait. Working on getting Adam McKay on as well. I was on Democracy Now! Hell yeah, look at that. They put my interview on Democracy Now! Let's go. That's amazing. This is journalism, baby. This is some real journalism. Remember when I told you guys I don't normally do journalism, but sometimes I do, and I like make new news? This is it. But yeah, we were getting a lot of media hits on this, and it's great. I'm glad that people are paying attention. Not to me, I'm saying, like, I'm glad that people are paying attention to what's going on. This type of stuff makes me very proud. I'm very happy. Like, I'm so fortunate, and it's so exciting that like every now and then I will actually contribute to journalism, and it makes me very happy that I'm capable of doing that. I'm very proud of the work that we put together on this one, especially considering that it's like an often forgotten and less known aspect of this process. You know, it's a type of person that normally doesn't get a camera, doesn't get a say in a circumstance where you're just talking to them like real people, you know? This is not something that you ever get. Like, that's the thing. Think about it. How come you don't want to make your own media ecosystem like TYT? Maybe have like-minded people write or stream as well? Yeah, no, that's an entirely separate... Dude, look at TYT right now and understand exactly why I don't want to do that. That's an entirely different type of work. What I do right now, what I'm capable of doing right now is what I'm good at. I don't want to turn what I do into a network and then have to focus on management rather than what I do. Is the Oxford video coming out soon? Sorry for being annoying. I don't know, chatter. I reach out to Oxford Union. Billy D went through that and hated it. He doesn't do that anymore. Yeah, I think that like having like a limited operation like the one I have is ultimately a good thing, because that way I can do all these like creative things, and it's not, you know, taking up so much of my already limited, super limited bandwidth, the management side of things, because I can't do that. Like, I'm not a good manager. I don't want to ever manage anyone. It's funny when people say, why don't you turn yourself self into a network? Like, I think they have capitalism brain rot to a certain degree, or they're just oblivious to how those things work. But they're always like, why don't you scale? Why don't you scale? Why don't you scale upwards? Why don't you do constant growth, constant growth, constant growth? Meanwhile, I'm constantly downsizing without people recognizing, like downsizing in terms of revenue opportunities. You know what I mean? I stopped running ads at the top of the hour. I stopped running ads at the top of the hour. I no longer have a contractual obligation to do so. I can still run ads if I wanted to. I'm not doing them. I rarely ever take on advertisers. I say no to a massive amount of advertisers that come down. I don't think people are telling you to create a network because they want you to make more money. No, I know. I think some people just like don't understand how this stuff works. That's why they're saying it. They're like, oh yeah, just become a network. I mean, look at Mogul. Look at Mogul Moves, right? That requires a tremendous undertaking. That requires me to significantly scale back on all the stuff that I'm doing that I'm good at, and to hyper focus on stuff that I'm not good at, which is trying to manage a company, like hiring people, firing people. Like, it's just an entirely different set of skills. It's not a set of skills that I have. It's not a set of skills that I want to have. And most importantly, it's not, it's not something that I want to get better at anyway. I have no idea what all these Dream videos are. I know that there's like a lot of drama happening with Dream and TommyInnit, and I have no idea what's going on. And I'm probably not going to learn about it at all. But can you go over the PirateSoftware shitstorm that's happening right now? Dude, I can't, like, there's two things that are happening in our sphere currently that I have observed from afar, like super far away. And I have no idea what it's about. Okay. I think one is TommyInnit said Miskiff had bad vibes. And then XQC said TommyInnit is lame. And then all hell broke loose. Somehow Dream, everyone's yelling at Dream, and Dream is doing a video exposing, but it then ends up exposing nothing. I don't know what's happening there. And then also on the other hand, from afar, as a 33-year-old man who's a political commentator who does not care about any of these things, the other issue is PirateSoftware. They're playing World of Warcraft, and I think PirateSoftware left the raid, even though he's a high-powered mage, and everyone's yelling at him. And what is it? It's a real tricky situation. People are analyzing like why he left and how messed up that was and how unacceptable that was. But I think it was acceptable, or is it acceptable? I don't know. I don't care. One is about a video game. The other one is about like a content creator that I don't care about either of these things. I'm sorry. I think it'll be okay. Also, think about what we learned from the Brent Rivera versus Tyler Oliveira situation. You never know who's the wrong party and who is the wronged party in these circumstances until years later, when one of them becomes a massive right-wing charlatan YouTuber. Okay? So I'm not touching drama like that with a 10-foot pole. What the are you on about? I don't know. These are massively consequential stories that are all over the place. And I have seemingly evaded learning any details about any of these things. Okay. And I don't care. I genuinely don't care. I'm sorry. It's none of my business. Okay. It's none of my business. Everything I've seen about these quote unquote massively consequential issues is coming at me at an alarming rate. Without my consent. It's just like being blasted in my face, and I just usually never see it. And this is the part of the broadcast where chat will then try to condense what either of these issues are into a chat format, where they'll go TLDR and then they'll write like a paragraph. Half of the chatters will go over the word limit and get banned in the process, or suspended in the process for a second, only to turn around and do it again. And I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't want to know, really. Oh, no. Bradley found the tweet, the Hope Core. Hold on. I got to say. Have you guys seen the Hope Core edit of my classic take, going to the gym makes you gay? He just sent it to me. He's like, this is hilarious. Hold on. I got to show this to you. Have you guys seen this before? I reposted on my TikTok the other day, but it's sitting at 1 million views. You go to the gym, you're gay. The more you go to the gym, the gayer you get. You know what's making our children queer? Bradley Martyn. He owns the gym. What's gayer than literally purchasing real estate with the specific goal of having as many burly man butt inside of there sweating? When you purchase a gym, your goal is to make dudes sexier than they were yesterday. Hopecore over my rants make it so much funnier. Like, Hopecore over dumbass things that I say on a daily basis is just is the method. It's so true. What did he say? Oh, he loved it. He thought it was really funny. I'm new. Has anyone credible ever attempted to cancel you? What do you mean? Like credible? Fox News. Fox News has attempted to cancel me a couple times. But hi, I'm new here. Please list all the public attacks on you. Yeah. Fox News has attempted to cancel me. The worst member of the U.S. House of Representatives from the Democratic Party tried to cancel me. But you asked for credibility, so I don't know. I mean, he used the congressional letterhead. I have the same question. Is anyone who's generally usually a good person and credible but misguided when it comes to you in this case try to come for you? No, not that I can think of. I'm sure I've caught strays from people who I otherwise would like, who otherwise would agree with me because they've been duped. Who was the Aussie guy who said he assumed you were mean until he met you last year in person? Oh, the journo, the Aussie journo, boys with boy and I did a thing. I'm forgetting his name right now. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Jordies, friendly Jordies.